everybody, so I am back with another video, and I'm sorry if I sound a little off today. I've been sick the past couple of days, but I'm feeling better and I'm really excited to do this video because, as some of you know, I didn't get into BookTube until just a few months ago. So I am super excited to talk about some of my top reads in 2015 because I didn't read very many, but I've read more books in the past few months than I have in the past few years. So I'm so happy that I discovered BookTube and that I'm back into doing something that I loved to do as a kid, which is read. It's been so fun getting myself trapped into a book. I've missed that feeling terribly. I don't know what I was doing before I started reading again. Anyway, let's get started on my top reads from 2015. One of the first books that I read was Shatter Me. I read the entire Shatter Me series and I just really loved it. I thought the book was exciting, although when I first started reading Shatter Me, I was like, oh, this is gonna be like, you know, the Hunger Games, like the world's ending and we're gonna have a female character that comes and saves everyone. But it actually really surprised me and I thought it was much better and than I had anticipated when I first started reading it. The entire series was good. The last book was fantastic. I really loved Ignite Me. So if you're looking for a new series to read, I recommend this one. It was quick to read. It wasn't like you have to really get into it. It was just a quick, fun series to read. So one of the next books that I read in 2015 was Paper Towns, and I did not have a high expectation of this book because I just haven't heard very many good things about it. For example, I heard the characters are kind of meh in it, and I do have to admit Margot was really annoying. Obviously, I do not like Margot, and Quentin, I didn't like Quentin either, but I did like his friends. What were their names? I don't remember their names, but I thought it was a really good book and I kind of enjoyed the mystery of where Margot went and I liked the clues that Quentin had to find. I thought it was a refreshing read. I haven't really read anything like that before, so I actually really enjoyed it. And then my husband and I watched the movie and I wasn't expecting good things from the movie either, but I thought the movie was really well done actually, and I thought it stuck pretty close to the book and nothing really bugged me about the movie. I thought the character portrayal was perfect. Quentin was just as annoying as I thought he was in the book, and so was Margot, and his friends were just as funny and humorous as I wanted them to be, so I was really pleased with both the book and the movie adaptation. So the next book that I read was The Diviners and Layer of Dreams. This is so good. First of all, The Diviners was so good. Evie is just such a great character. I love her so much. I think she's great, and I love Theta, and I love just everyone. Everyone's awesome, and Henry, and it's just such a good series. So the first book, it takes place in the 1920s, and it follows Evie, who basically has this gift to be able to take an object of somebody's and know where it's been. And she could kind of like see events unfolding when she's holding objects. It's kind of hard to explain, but basically she has to fight like this ghost demon that has been unleashed into the world and is killing people, and it's just really fascinating. I thought it was amazing. And then you go on to Layer of Dreams, and it's a completely different story. I mean, obviously it's the same characters, but now it's a different situation. There is people who are not waking up from their sleep, and Henry and Ling, they have to go into these dreams and try to find the people who aren't waking up and wake them up and find out what's causing the issue, and it's just really good. And I just kind of like how they're similar in that they're fighting like these poltergeists or whatever you would call it, but it's still really different and the characters evolve really well. I love the character development in these two books. I recommend these definitely. They're really long, good reads. Okay, so one of the next ones was The Fifth Wave, and I really did enjoy this book. The only thing about this book that kind of bugged me was that everyone was like, oh, it's about aliens, and not really. I mean, yes, they're aliens, but not really, if you know what I mean. And I just didn't like that so much. It was kind of dull in that sense. Like, I kind of wanted it to be more like a zombie apocalypse and there's actual like evil human-like creatures, which I guess they kind of are, but maybe I'm just too critical. I don't know. But other than that, I actually really did enjoy this book. I thought it was a super good read, and I'm so excited for the movie this month. The second book was so strange. I just didn't like it. I don't know if any of you liked it. Let me know in the comments below, but I just thought The Infinite Sea was, I guess it's just like what you would call a transition book into the third book that's coming out in April, I think. So I'm hoping that that book is better. But this one was really good, and I can't wait for the third book to come out. And the movie! Oh my gosh, it's so exciting. Okay, so another book that I read was If I Stay, which was okay. I liked it well enough, but I liked the movie better. But then I read the second book, which is Where She Went. I had no high expectations of this. I just wanted to read it to kind of conclude the story. And Where She Went blew me away. I thought it was really good, and I thought it was a great conclusion to the first book, and I enjoyed it a lot more than I enjoyed If I Stay, to be honest. I recommend it because you get Adam's perspective in the story, and I just think that's really refreshing, and I loved it. Okay, so in spirit of the holidays that just passed us, sadly, I read Let It Snow by John Green, Maureen Johnson, and Lauren Miracle, and oh my gosh, it was so cute. I read it in, I don't know, 2 hours because I just loved how the stories wrapped together. It's 3 different short stories, and they are just so good, and I just heard today that it's supposed to be coming out as a movie this year, so I'm super excited. And then finally, my most favorite read of 2015 was Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. Oh my goodness, this book is so amazing, and I am hoping and praying that they make it a movie because I just cannot stop talking about it to my husband, and I just really want him to get in on it. And the only way that will happen is if they make this series a movie. It's just so good. I cannot express that enough. Every single time something changes in it, like, you know, Selena goes to a different place or something, or she meets a new person, it doesn't feel like it's just kind of dragging the story. It feels like it's supposed to be that way. It feels like everything, it just feels real. It feels like this was really happening. It's just really good, and I highly recommend it. Highly. So there are my top 7 reads of 2015. Obviously I cheated a little bit because some of them are series, so it was more like top 20, but still I am so happy with the books that I was introduced to by BookTube and everyone that I watch on BookTube, specifically Grace with a Book in her face. I really love her, and I'll link her channel down below. So if you are interested in reading any of these books, a link to purchase them will be down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you at my next video. Bye!